Good morning indeed. And like Charles Schultz, there's always somebody out there saying something about chocolate, including Forrest Gump. Life is like a box of chocolates, but I promise you this, Forrest wasn't ready for XO Confections. They are taking part in tonight's big Glendale Chocolate Affair. Getting ready to kick off, I want to introduce you to the head chocolatier, Jason Wasser, joining us this morning, and I'm just blown away. Listen, I'm going to put this out there. You know I have a sweet tooth. I eat lots of chocolates. This is unlike anything I've tasted before.
Well, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
And what I love in talking to you, you said it's more of a science than making candy.
There is a lot of science, there's a lot of precision going into making chocolates that look like this. Every temperature matters. I mean, 1 degree off, you may not have a tempered chocolate. Same thing with your colored cocoa butters, for instance. We have to make sure that we heat the cocoa butter to 45 degrees and then rapidly cool it to 30 with creating motion to get the right crystallization before we paint our molds. If you don't do that, this won't turn out right. Same thing goes when we go to coat it with the chocolate. If it's not done right, it won't contract, it won't grab that color, and then they won't come out of these molds nice and shiny like this.
I'm loving this, I'm loving this. And then to give people a little better perspective, what's your background in?
My formal education was in molecular biology and biochemistry.
And who thought that you'd ever be using it while making chocolate,
and I use it all the time.
Talk about the different flavors that you have here in the case.
So we currently have 18 flavors that we have to offer this season, and each one of them is inspired from a variety of different things, either from desserts that I've had before that I want to try to turn into a chocolate. One of the things I love to do is I like to look at other cultures and see what kind of pairings did they use, what kind of desserts have they been doing over the years, whether it's in Peru or Greece or whatever, and figure out how can I capture the essence of that into a chocolate. So for instance, the sultan here, my wife is Middle Eastern, they love baklava, and so I wanted to try to capture a little bit of that culture by adding a pistachio and cardamom ganache with a caramelized honey.
Tell me about some of your award-winning chocolates.
So we had 2 that won silver medals in the international stage. The Bananas Foster was one of our more popular flavors. That won a silver medal. I had a chance to go to Brennan's back in the day to see how they actually do the actual dessert, and so I wanted to basically mimic that process. We take the banana or the butter and the brown sugar, melt that down, add the banana, douse it with rum, flambe that until the fire burns out, and then we add a little bit of pectin to gel that up. After that, we add a white chocolate ganache with Tahitian vanilla bean that's meant to represent the ice cream, and people love it.
Love it indeed. All right, here's that Bananas Foster, and all you have to do is look at these split up candies and you could see there is a lot of science that goes into this to make that perfect. You got to come out to XO Confections here in Glendale. Remember, this is part of the big chocolate affair taking place, kicking off tonight, and I'm told that our own Jamie Soretta will actually judge the sweet tooth competition. I'm kind of offended. You guys know there is no sweeter tooth in our newsroom than mine, and really? You invited Jamie?
Well, it's that last name.
It's the name.
It's the last name. I don't know of a Soto Candy Company.
Man.